And as I mentioned, we are very excited to have Lucy Dacus with us and also Jacob Blizzard, who's on guitar. And first of all, welcome to WFPK. Great to see you all.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, Lucy, have you and Jacob been working together for a while?
Yeah, how long have we been friends? Like almost 10 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Jacob and I both co-produce our records with our friend Colin Pastor. That's just how it's been.
I thought I'd recognize the name.
It's hard to forget.
Yeah, it's a great name. How did y'all meet?
How to make this a short story? Basically friends of like family friends. We would go to parties at our mutual friend's parents' house, and then we were all interested in music kind of separately. And we realized we were all into it. We would just hang out in our friend Colin's room and make recordings, like in lieu of bowling or doing things friends usually do. We would just make records.
Well, it ended up paying off, I'd say.
I think so.
Yeah. Lucy's latest album is called Historian, that came out last year, but you've been releasing a series of singles in honor of the holidays. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that. What was the choice behind that?
Yeah, we recorded a bunch of songs without knowing how they'd be put out into the world. And once they amassed, we kind of looked at them and realized there was this through line of like temporal qualities. So either directly about holidays or maybe loosely about holidays, or we could create our own holiday. Like we're calling Bruce Springsteen's birthday a holiday, which I would prefer if no one contested.
And when is the birthday? When is his birthday?
That's in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
He's
need
a
to know
Libra.
so I can celebrate this appropriately.
Yeah. My dad every year always just sends me pictures like "Happy birthday to the boss" and just like 12 pictures of Bruce on my in my text. But
Now you have coordinated jumpsuits for these holidays. You're wearing one today,
yes,
which are we live on Facebook? Not yet, not right now. So, but maybe tonight. Will you be wearing your?
of course.
Okay.
I gotta
Yeah. So today it's an emerald green jumpsuit.
in honor of Taurus season, which we are in. My birthday's on May 2nd, and Taurus birthstones are emerald,
Right.
so that's why.
Okay. And so you did a song not too long ago. You did the cover of La Vie en Rose for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a new song that just came out today, My Mother and I is the name of it. That's, of course, for Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping maybe you would talk a little bit about that song, as I understand the song's a little bit about how your mom feels about her body and how that sort of translates to how maybe a daughter would feel about her body as well.
Yeah, I definitely have pulled on my personal experience, but I feel like it's a pretty widely applicable statement that daughters often acquire the fears and insecurities of their mothers. And so it starts there, and it's not necessarily easy to talk about, but by the end, I just try to express that I'm grateful for their sacrifices because I have no clue what it takes to be a mother, and I certainly don't think I'm above doing the exact same thing of just, offloading my insecurities.
You have two moms.
Yeah, I'm adopted, so of the woman that birthed me and the woman that raised me, so much different capacities.
Yeah. Have they each heard the song?
My mom that raised me has, and my birth mother hasn't yet. We don't talk super regularly. I feel like I'm friends with both of them. Like that's the most important thing at this point in our relationships.
Yeah. Well, we would love to hear the new song.
Cool.
And this is the first time you all performed it live, right?
Yeah, this will be the first time any audience hears it live.
All right. WFPK premiere with Lucy Dacus again playing tonight at WFPK's Waterfront Wednesday.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
My mother hates her body. We share the same outline. She swears that she loves mine. I blame shape-shifting all the time. The stars have a lot to say about babies born in the month of May. We are down to earth. We see eye to eye. We dig our feet in, my mother and I, my mother and I. They called me an old soul when I was too young to know the difference between a soul and a ghost. I feared what was inside, trapped in my body, kept from the other side. A spirit searching for a second life. The stars have a lot to say about women born in the month of May. We want love, warm and forever. We want to die in the presence of our loved ones. My mother and I, my mother and I. All she has given, all I have taken, all is forgiven, all is forsaken.
My Mother and I. That is a brand new song there from Lucy Dacus. Just came out today, and you heard the first public performance of the song, which we're really honored by. Beautiful tune.
Thank you.
And I can relate to it, of course. My mom and sister are both Tauruses, too.
Wow.
So,
sign.
yeah, good sign. I'm surrounded by Tauruses. It's all good.
Very bending.
Yes. So this song was, released for Mother's Day, and you're, releasing singles around the holidays, certain holidays. Will there be one for Christmas?
There is.
Okay.
That's the one that I'm actually most nervous about, or just anticipating.
How come?
Because it's corny.
Oh.
It's almost embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
Does it deal with, sort of the typical themes of snow or?
That one I did not write. I can't really go into detail.
Okay.
It's, but basically keep an eye out, or specifically don't.
Maybe it'll be great. How would it feel if that's like the biggest and best thing you ever did, and people would just bought it like crazy and
Oh
all
my
that.
gosh, that would be horrible if it defined. We're jumping the gun for sure. But yeah, I hope people laugh. That's all.
Okay. Lucy Dacus is our guest here on WFPK, and playing tonight at WFPK's Waterfront Wednesday. Mama Said String Band will be taking the stage at 5:30. We're pushing the time up just a little bit in case the weather is not so inclement. And also, Darlingside will be following them, and then Lucy right after that. You can go to WFPK.org and find out all the details about tonight's Waterfront Wednesday. Also, keep an eye out on our Facebook page or Twitter. We'll be letting you know if anything changes due to the weather. But so far, so good. We're going to. The show will go on. Lucy, you're also part of Boy Genius that features Julian Baker and Phoebe Bridgers. And was just curious as to what made you all sort of unionize in a way, team up.
Well, we were going to be on tour, just doing a tour of like my set, Phoebe's set, and Julian's set. And we got into the studio with the intent to maybe make one song. And then it just so happened to be 6. And the band identity was as much of a surprise to us as everyone else, I think. But I think on a deeper level than the logistics of it, I think we've come together as friends because we think very similarly and we trust each other, and we're kind of in a similar time of life. So we have a uniquely shared perspective on things that's really comforting to, I'm very comforted by their understanding and solace.
Mm-hmm. So it's like just 3 friends singing together when you're on stage pretty much then, yeah.
That's cute.
Sounds pretty nice to me. Did you study music growing up?
Not even remotely, no.
Wow.
I have hard imposter syndrome when people call me musician because I'm like, I don't know anything about music at all. But my mom's a pianist, so there was some secondhand knowledge there.
And you went to film school?
Yeah.
And did you end up finishing film school or?
No, I wanted to, but this just kind of started happening. It was also really expensive, and I took a semester off that turned into dropping out, and I was in Europe for a time, and everyone was like, how did you get convinced to pay that much for school? Like, no one else in the world falls for that trap. Like, why did you do it? And so I came back really disillusioned and just got a job.
Would you like to compose for film if that opportunity came up, or have you done that?
I would love that. Yeah. I feel like I'm too reverent to say that I'd be good at it. Like, I might be bad at it, but if I were good at it, I'd love to do it.
Yeah. Well, we've got time for another song, and I think you were going to do the Edith Piaf classic La Vie en Rose.
Yeah.
Had you heard the original before you did this song? I mean, like the original version of her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that I love most. And it's the cover we do is the Edith Piaf version and then the Louis Armstrong version. And his lyrics are not a direct translation from the French, which I think is interesting, and yet it's capturing the same feeling in a really good way.
Yeah. All right, so Lucy Dacus live on WFPK.
Cool.
Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui aujourd'hui. Il me l'a dit, là je l'ai pour la vie. Dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. magic spell you cast. I see la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose.
Beautiful. Love it. La Vie en Rose from Lucy Dacus live on WFPK and playing tonight at WFPK's Waterfront Wednesday. I played that when they announced that Notre Dame was burning. I played that with the Edith Piaf version, which they sounded great back to back, and I felt like just the right thing to play for that day, right? Lucy, thank you so much for coming by today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Great to have you, and also to Jacob for first playing along as well.
Thanks for shredding, Jacob.
And we'll see you guys tonight.